Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first FIFA 22 video ever. And today I'm going to show you how to start FIFA 22 in the best way possible. So let's go. Now, before starting, I'm going to tell you that this is what I think about the best 10 ways to start the best way FIFA 22, but this can vary a lot depending how the game starts and how you're going to manage your club. So what I'm going to say is there are some things that are going to depend on the time that you're going to start and the time that you're going to watch. Maybe if you watch this video after 2 months from the launch of the game, there are some tips that are not applicable because they're just gone, you know, they're just a waste of time. So this is more like this week of time before the game drops. So let's start with tip number 1. So number 1 is do not waste time on the game. Like when you're gonna get your FIFA 22 will launch, you all gonna have your 10 hours. So do not waste your time on the game. What I mean is you have the Foot app, the Foot web app. So all of your time creating the squad, creating your team, doing some SBCs, do it on your first, like on the web app. Do not go into the game wasting your time, wasting your 10 hours of the game. And that is very crucial because the first 10 hours is the most important one. From the 22nd of September until the 27th or the 1st of October, you're gonna grind most of your game, most of your squad battle, not squad battle because we can't play games on the Foot web. You're gonna grind your game, your SBC on the web app, and just grind the game playing games. And that is very important. Like do your SBCs, do your clubs, do your every squad builder on the web app. And as soon as you finish it, go jump ahead and play some games on your 10 hours in your FIFA 22. And that what's gonna create is you're gonna have a potential of maximizing your benefits on the 10 hours, and that is very important, ladies and gentlemen. So rule number 1, never ever spend some dump hours on the game. Use your 10 hours very wisely and just play the game. Do not do some SBCs, do not do some squad builders on your 10 hours. Just play rivals and squad battles. So tip number 2 is always do your advanced SBCs as soon as possible. What I mean the advanced SBCs are those like if you can go on, like I'm going to show you in the game. If we go here in the squad battles, I mean SBCs, you can go and check in the SBC section the advanced tab, and that is very important. You need to do whatever the cost, and I think they took it off. I can't see the advanced tab. Oh, there are they. The hybrid leagues, the nations, league and nations hybrid. This is the most important part. Like usually they go around like 25 to 30k, and what you're gonna see right here is what I packed last year from this one. So last year, ladies and gentlemen, I packed I packed 88 Vieira from this advanced tab, and that gave me my whole year budget because Vieira sold for 3.3 million coins, and from a gold players pack I packed 88 Vieira, which went like for 3.8 million coins at the time of the year. So always do your advanced league SBCs. You never know what you're gonna get, and as you can see, I was very lucky to pack it, and that was my whole year budget. Like I didn't pack anything in the game for the whole year, but that coin was enough to generate me my whole reviews, my whole SBCs, to buy some teams, sell teams, and do some creative things. So do your advanced things whenever the game drops, like whenever you have some times, or do it on the web app. Like do it on the web app, and if you just want to open the packs, go into the game, open it, log out, and head off again to the web app. So always do the first thing that you're gonna go, buy some players, have some coins, and do the advanced tab. Now, tip number 3 depends on which version you bought of the game. If you bought the normal version for 60 bucks, this doesn't apply to you. But if you bought the $100 version, like the ultimate version, like myself, you're gonna have on day one on September 27th, I think 27th of September, you're gonna have 4,600 FIFA points, which is equivalent of $40, and that is a very crucial part. So you're gonna have two options. Either you're gonna open packs, and I can tell you that open pack on the first day with your I think those are like 7.5k packs, or play draft. So I'm going to show you on the menu of FIFA 21. I'm going to discard you because we don't play this game anymore. So if you're going to go to the store, you're going to have yourself the 7.5k packs, which they go, I think, for like 150 FIFA points. So you're going to have yourself like 4,600 FIFA points, and quick math, that makes you around, oh Jesus, like maybe 40 packs of premium gold pack, I think so. And that is very important in the start of your game. Maybe you're gonna get yourself very lucky, maybe you're gonna create yourself like 100k, 200k, maybe a million coins, you never know. So if you bought the ultimate edition, I'll tell you that spend all of that money in the first day and open some packs. But if you are a very good player, and that is tip number 4, play drafts with your FIFA points. Like if you have the confidence in yourself and you're telling yourself like you're a gold 1 player, you're maybe a literal player, just go and grind the draft. Now draft rewards have changed this year. I didn't take a look about it, but I know that the rewards have changed. So what you can go and do yourself is jump to the draft, which costs around like 350 coins. Now I have a draft that I can show you in the offline draft. So if you go to the drafts usually are 300 FIFA points. So that's around like maybe in every 1,000 there is 3. So we're talking about like 10, 12 drafts around, or maybe more, 15 drafts. So if you can go at least like 3rd round or 4th round, you're gonna have yourself some 50k packs, some 100k packs if you're lucky, some picks, So that is very important. If you believe in yourself, go grind the draft. Like maybe spend a little bit, like 2,000 FIFA points on drafts and 2,000 FIFA points buy some packs. Tip number 5, do not buy the big boys. Like as you can see, I showed you I packed Vieira, so I was lucky to generate like 3.8 million coins. And what I did, a mistake by my part, I went and I bought the big cards. As you can see, I bought Virgil van Dijk, I have Bruno Fernandes, I have Ben Yedder, I have Son in my team, I have all of the big cards. Then I bought myself a Messi, which was the dumbest thing I did, because I'm gonna go with you to Fitbin and I'm gonna show you what happened. For example, last year I bought Messi because I told to myself that he was undervalued the whole year. But I don't want this Messi, I want to go to his generations and go actually to FIFA 21. So when I bought Messi, he was around, I remember, 900k. So yeah, I bought right here, when he was 980k on October 4th. So I bought him the pick, and I told myself, Messi is 980k, he's lower than a mil. Oh, that's a very good opportunity, let me buy him. And what happened? The whole year he never went more than 900k. I kept him for 1 or 2 months, and it went down to 600, 500 and 400k. So that was a very big mistake by my part. Let's take a look on Mbappe. Mbappe did the same thing. All of the big cards, Ronaldo, Neymar, the first week they went up so much because the pro players, everyone bought them. And what happened is there is a supply, but the demand is so little. Because if I didn't pack VR last year, I would never ever bought Messi or have the coins to buy Messi or Mbappe. And that applies to all of you guys. Like maybe 1 or 2% of you will be so lucky to pack someone good, or maybe you'll spend so much money to be able to pack those guys or to be able to buy those guys. But the majority of you guys, the 90% of you, will never get this card until like the first month of the game. So look at Mbappe. He was 1.4 million coins. Now look what happened. He never ever like went higher than that. He went all the way down, down, down. So if you speculate to yourself that the big cards will go up and rise, I think that's a big mistake from your part. So what I'm gonna tell you is a big tip: don't buy the cards the first day. Like, just let them cool. If you have the money, good for you, but don't buy the big players. Like, I'll say maybe the first month or maybe a month and a half. And after that, when you see like after a month a crash on the market, that's when you're gonna buy those cards. So until I'll say November, the first week of November, don't buy the big cards. And that brings me to my point number 6, I think, is you can invest in the meta cards. And what I mean from the meta cards are the cheap cards that are very linkable, very usable. And we can take a look. The best way to look is Joe Gomez. I'll go to Joe Gomez and show you the graph last year. So if you go to Joe Gomez, you can see that Joe Gomez, the first day, was around like 95k to 100k, and that's October 1st. So what happened then, as you can see, day by day he went up in price until he reached, like after a month, he reached like 140k. So what you're gonna do is, as soon as possible, when you have the coins, buy the meta players. Buy the meta players, use them for a month, and when they reach for a high price, sell them. I'm gonna show you another example. Eder Militao last year was a meta player for, I'll say, like the first month. After a month, he wasn't that much usable. So Eder Militao was an 81 last year, and look at the graph. The first day, he was around like 14k, or even like maybe 15k, like 10k, and look what happened to his price. He went up to 26k. And if you have like a shadow or something, you can be lucky to sell him at 30k. So what you need to do is buy those kind of players. Or like, let's take a look at another meta player that isn't high rated. Like, he isn't the big dogs. It's not like Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Neymar, but it's a very usable and meta card. So let's take a look at Rashford, what happens to his price. Look, it was a 160k the first day, or even maybe lower, like 148. Let's say 150. And look what happened to his price: 280, 290, even 300k after a month of the game. So invest on in these cards. Like, you can invest them and you can also play them in your team. So maybe let's take a look. Maybe like Mukiele, maybe Klosterman is a shout out. Some other players, maybe like Rudiger is a shout. Malin, Rashford, Renato Sanchez is a very big card. I don't know. Let's see who is in those category. Maybe Vinicius Junior is a shout. Like those kinds of player. Aubameyang maybe. Not like, I'll say maximum Joe Gomez again, and maybe threshold of like 84, 85. That's the max. Konate, you get the point. You get the point. So do not buy the big cards. Buy those kinds of the players. So tip number, I think that's 7. Be efficient with your time, with your 10 hours. I said this in the beginning of the video. Be efficient with your time. I don't know this, like every single game, every FIFA, there is like the most efficient way. As I said, like grind the SBC, the menu in the web app, and grind the game in your 10 hours. So the most efficient way depends on you. My most efficient way isn't the same as yours. So find a strategy, find something that applies to you, and apply that system for the next 10 days, from the September 22nd until the 27th if you have the Ultimate Edition, or like the 1st October if you have the normal edition. So tip number 7, be the most efficient in your 10 hours. And that's very important, boys, to have maximize your potential, maximize your like the coins you have to start the best way ever in FIFA. Tip number 8 is start trading. And if you don't know how to trade, that's not a problem. You can start sniping. And what do I mean by sniping is you can have some players, because everyone this year will have the 4,600 FIFA points. And what you can do is on the September 27th, there is a big mass of packs that will get open. Like if you go to the like September 27th, everyone will have on that 4,600 FIFA points. And what we're all gonna do is open some packs. And what that creates is there is a big demand and there is a big like offer on the market, and the demand is so low, and that will create like a very big, I think, market crash. I'll say, I don't know what will happen, but that is a potential to you. If you have some coins, go snipe some cards, and you can go and set yourself some filters. Maybe you can start with like silver rares. I mean, go to silver rares, put some Prem, and maybe put some French player. And look, maybe here you can see that the minimum is like 2,000 coins or 1,500. What you're gonna do is like go and put the filter on 1,300 and buy sniping, because everyone will open some packs. You're gonna get yourself some sniping opportunities. Or maybe go to like, let's say, gold rare French and check what is the cheapest on the market. Now it's 1,000 coin, because obviously this is the old FIFA, but you're gonna get yourself some opportunities. Or put yourself maybe like defender. You know, you're gonna have yourself some filters that are efficient and that will work for you. Maybe put yourself Brazilian defender or Brazilian midfielder, I don't know. You're gonna get yourself some very good filters, and everyone will open some packs, and that will generate to a decrease of a price, and you're gonna have yourself the potential to pack and maybe snipe some things. Tip number 9 is, do not, please, for the love of God, do not do my mistake. What I did myself is when I packed the Vieira, and this is the third time I'm flexing my Vieira, for EA Sports can hear my flex and I can get Vieira back this year. Do not spend all your coins on your team. Like if you're lucky, like me, and that's the 4th time I'm flexing, I had 3 million coins, and what I did is went and bought like 2.5 million coins. I put it straight in my team, and what happened after 2 weeks? Boom! A big market crash happened, and what my team went to value 1.5 million coins, and that's something that you don't want to do. If you like the first 1 or 2 weeks, just put like 30% of your budget on your team. If you have like 100k, put 30k on your team. Buy some meta players, some cheap players, and play with this team in the first 2 weeks. And with the other coins like 70k, 80k, on whatever is your budget, start trading, sniping, play drafts, like do some SBCs that gonna generate you some more coins. I mean, be very efficient with your coins and do not spend it on your team. Because we're gonna have some market crash and you're gonna lose value in your team. And that's what happened in me, because I'm dumb and I will never repeat this mistake. Tip number 10, and this is a tip that I didn't want to write, but I'm obliged. Play squad battles the first week or like whenever you get the game. Because squad battles is very important, like the first week and like 2 weeks, and that is the most, I know this is the most boring part of the game, and I get so bored playing squad battles, but we need to do some things, but it is what it is. We need to do some things in order to get the most FIFA points. Oh, I mean, what FIFA points, man? The most coins possible. And by playing squad battles and rivals your first 2 weeks, you're gonna have the best like money generator the first week, and that is very important to have the best start ever. So I know it's very frustrating to play squad battles, but play squad battles and rivals your first 2 weeks. I mean, rivals play always, but squad battles your first 2 weeks. So that's the 10 tips I can give you to start the best way. I really hope all of you guys the best and most efficient start for you, and I hope you can get yourselves a million coins and maybe send me some coins. That's a parenthesis. What? I don't know what I'm talking about. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on another video, man. Peace.